The world may know her children by their legendary voices and gravity-defying dance moves, but behind every Jackson, there's always been one constant: a quiet, graceful, and deeply devoted woman named Katherine Jackson. This week, the beloved matriarch of the most iconic musical family in American history stepped briefly back into public view, and fans around the world could not help but stop and take notice. On March 10th, LaToya Jackson shared a video to Instagram capturing a rare and heartwarming moment. Her mother, Katherine Jackson, joining her for a church visit. In the clip, the two women stand side by side, smiling warmly for the camera. Katherine appeared elegant in a printed long dress, a black coat, a vintage Chanel bag, and a layered pearl necklace, while LaToya was dressed in a striking all-black ensemble featuring a ruffle mini dress, a wide-brimmed hat, black gloves, and thigh-high boots. The video, simple in its setting but enormous in its emotional weight, quickly spread across social media and reminded the world that the woman who shaped a dynasty is still very much present. In her Instagram caption, LaToya described her mother as a kind soul who radiates love and revealed that Katherine will be turning 96 on May 4th. It was a tender and public declaration of affection from a daughter who has never hidden her deep admiration for the woman who raised her. Just last year, when Katherine turned 95, LaToya marked the occasion with a birthday message noting that her mother's expression of love and kindness is always deeply felt, ended with a simple but powerful line: "We all love you, Mother." The public appearance, brief as it was, carries special meaning precisely because Katherine Jackson rarely steps into the spotlight. Unlike so much of her famous clan, Katherine has long shunned the limelight, even while quietly supporting her children's enormous careers from behind the scenes. Her occasional public sightings, therefore, always generate an outpouring of warmth from fans who watched her carry unimaginable personal losses with extraordinary grace. One of her most recent public appearances prior to this week came when she attended Janet Jackson's Las Vegas residency at the resort's World Theater, where she was seen seated in a wheelchair, watching her daughter perform from the sidelines. Katherine's journey to becoming the matriarch of a musical empire began far from the glittering stages of Hollywood. Born in 1930, she met Joseph Jackson in East Chicago, Indiana, and the two married on November 5, 1949. Together they would build a family that defied all odds. From 1950 to 1966, 10 children were born to them, a roster that would eventually include some of the most celebrated entertainers the world has ever seen. While Joe led rehearsals in the family living room, it was Katherine who designed and hand-sewed the stage outfits for her boys and who sang harmonies with them around the kitchen table. She was not just a mother. She was a foundation, a devout Jehovah's Witness. Katherine worked part-time at Sears while also playing clarinet and piano. She was the one who first recognized the extraordinary musical gifts in her children, including a young Michael, whom she once watched dancing along to the rhythmic sound of their old Maytag washing machine. That early spark would eventually ignite one of the greatest careers in the history of popular music, and Katherine Jackson saw it coming before anyone else did. No tribute to Katherine is complete without revisiting the words her most famous son left behind. In his 1988 autobiography Moonwalk, Michael Jackson wrote about his mother with a reverence that spoke for all of his siblings. He described how, unlike many children who outgrow their admiration for their parents, the Jackson children never lost the feeling that their mother was the greatest in the world. He credited her gentleness, her warmth, and her constant attention as the forces that shaped who he became. He also wrote that the lessons she taught were invaluable. Kindness, love, and consideration for other people headed her list. Following Michael's passing in 2009, Katherine stepped into yet another profound role, becoming the legal guardian of his 3 children, Prince, Paris, and Biji. In an interview with Dateline, she spoke with heartbreaking candor about the grief she carries every single day, saying there is not a day that goes by that she does not think about her son, but that prayer, family, and the love of those around her have kept her going. Now, just weeks away from turning 96, Katherine Jackson remains exactly what she has always been, a symbol of endurance, love, and quiet strength. In a world that often rewards the loudest voices, she has always let her children do the singing, and they have never stopped thanking her for it.